All right, welcome to Creator Hardware, and today we're going to compare Unraid versus TrueNas Core and what might be the best network attached storage solution for you. All right, so first off, both TrueNas Core and Unraid are free BSD based Linux systems. Try saying that 3 times fast. So they basically are built on the same architecture. Unraid is a paid service, whereas TrueNas is free. That's one of the biggest selling points of TrueNas, is it's a free-based software. Now we're going to get into why that may not be the best solution for everybody. So my background is a content creator, video editor, so that's why I have network attached storage. Now your use case may be for Plex services, maybe for other things, but we're going to talk about some of the advantages and disadvantages of both. Now, Unraid is a paid service, whereas TrueNas is free. So I'm going to use video editing kind of as a corollary. So you've got the Adobe Creative Cloud, which is a paid service. You have to pay a monthly fee every month to use the software, whereas you've got DaVinci Resolve, that is a free program. They have a premium version you can pay for if you have Blackmagic equipment, like a Pocket Cinema 6K. You get the premium version as part of that purchase. I own a Pocket Cinema 6K, so I have the premium version of DaVinci Resolve. I still do not use it. And a lot of YouTubers will do videos about, I'm switching from Adobe. So the 2 reasons they'll state is it's a better color correction suite, which it is, and it's free. Not that it's better product. They justify the fact that it's free. It is. It's a usable program, and you definitely can use it for video editing. I continue to use the Adobe Suite because it better suits my workflow. And that, I think, is the correlation between Unraid and TrueNas. Unraid is a very easy software to use. They do a very good job of doing a GUI, of giving you very easy tools to set it up. Whereas TrueNas is much more, you got to know Linux a little bit. You got to, there's stuff you have to know how to do or have to sit there and spend time setting up to do it. Now I have both a TrueNas Core server and an Unraid server. My primary storage is on Unraid. I started with Unraid. Can you set up TrueNas too? Yes. It's not something you can't do. It's just a little more involved and a little more skill-based is the best way to describe it. The advantage of Unraid is it's a lot easier for a first-time, home labber or, video editor like me to set up. Now let's talk one of the biggest issues that I've found personally with TrueNas, and that is 10G support. So when it comes to 10 gigabit support in TrueNas, they're really picky about the network adapter you can use. Most of the cheaper ones are the 10 gigabit base T models that you can buy Amazon for $100 and be up and running if they supported it. They don't. They want you to use the much more expensive Intel X520s or 540s, which the hardest part about that is finding real Intel 10 gigabit cards. There's so many Chinese copies that may or may not work. And that's one of the things I've found really hard when it comes to adding 10 gigabit to my server for TrueNas is I don't want to spend $100 to find a card that overheats and drops out and has all these problems because it's a Chinese copy. And finding a Intel actual card, they're expensive. They're like $400 for a known new Intel card. Now, yes, you can go on eBay and find, maybe a real card, maybe a Chinese copy, but there's so many Chinese copies out there. It really makes it hard to add 10 gigabit without spending a bunch of money. And for a server that cost me, $600-700 to build, to add a $400 10 gigabit NIC is why I haven't done anything, because it's got 2.5 gig right now. It's just so hard to spend $400 for a NIC that may or may not even be legitimate. They just might be selling it at $400 thinking some idiot will pay $400 for a card thinking it's an actual Intel. So Unraid, I have a 10 gigabit NIC and it works great. I've got same one in that Windows machine back there and it works great. I have no problems with it. It doesn't drop out. Signal transfer speeds are what I would expect across a 10 gigabit internal network going from hard drives to, you know, NVMe's and all that. So, and that is a huge issue for TrueNas is they do not support 10 gigabit base T cards. They don't. So that is something you need to consider when it comes to doing a TrueNas server. Now let's talk adding storage. Unraid is Unraid. All you need to have is your parity drive be the largest drive in the pool, and you can just add a disk as you see fit. You know, you're starting to run out of storage, you can add another disk. Running out of storage, add another disk. As long as your parity drive is the largest drive or equivalent, you can just add more drives. In Unraid, you can add, depending on what license you got, you can add between up to 12 hard drives or unlimited storage if you go with the Pro version. In TrueNas, you need to have pools. Now, there's ways to upgrade your existing storage by resilvering drives as you just swap out drives and resilver, swap out drives and resilver. TechnoTim just did it on his Storinator. The correct way is to add another pool of the same size drives. And that's the thing is you got to have the same drives. So TrueNas really makes you buy, well, basically blocks of storage devices. So if you want to expand your system, you have to add another pool. So let's say you've got 4 drives, they're $100 a piece. You got to spend $400 and add another storage pool. Or you do like TechnoTim and just swap one at a time. Whereas with Unraid, for instance, I had 6 total disks. I then added a 6th and 7th drive. All it did was increase the size of my storage pool. That was it. That's all I did. And I have the Plus, so I can do up to 12 drives. Now, my case won't support 12 drives, but I could do up to 12 drives and not have to do anything other than add a RAID card and plug in more drives. So that's one of the huge advantages of Unraid is it's so easy to add storage as you need it. Whereas TrueNas kind of forces you to buy blocks of hard drives and huge outlay. And do you really need 4 more drives of storage? On my Unraid server, I'm currently using 13.4 terabytes of 42 terabytes of storage. Did I really need to add those 2 drives? No, but it made for a good video and it's extended out how long I have before I have to add additional storage. So that's the advantage in my mind of Unraid is the easy 10 gigabit. Is it as reliable as what TrueNas makes you do? Probably not. But does it work? Yes. And the ability to just add drives as I need them is a huge advantage in my mind. Now, TrueNas is much better at many other things. ZFS pools generally tend to be faster than Unraid. And there's much more things you can do in TrueNas. Unraid does not do VMs real well. We know that. If you want to go to TrueNas Scale, it's a much better hypervisor. It's built on Debian Linux. So you've got a lot more flexibility in Scale than you do have in Core. But still, pick your poison on what you think is best for you, because that is where you have to make that decision. Is the ease of use of Unraid better for you? Paying a fee? I know this was kind of little scattered because, well, this is the second time I've shot this video. I changed my camera back to my Razer Kaio Pro so I could use my Sony a6600 for other things. And well, it recorded audio from that and my mic, so I had a nice little echo, so I had to reshoot it. So as always, thanks for watching. This is Creator Hardware.